Hey there. Well, hey, thanks for jumping in. If you're watching this on YouTube, that's awesome. We are live from the new studio at the new HQ. If you're listening to this at a later recording, would love for you to jump over, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't cost you nothing, helps the channel out a lot. And if you leave a comment, even better. Thanks for that. But again, coming at you from the new studio, the clan is all tucked in nice and warm. And here I sit with my Papa Bear mug full of eggnog, which I drink a ton of this time of year. And the candle burning smells nice in here. I know you can't smell it, but it's so good to be back yelling at all you sons of bitches. I've missed you. Thanks for holding in. As most of you know, if you're following me along, I took a couple months off to get the new HQ ready for the clan. And again, here we are, good to go. Now, hope you had a great Thanksgiving holiday, had some lot of food, hung out with people that you love and like to be around, even some of those you don't like to be around. I get it. And you survived Brown Friday, which apparently is the busiest day of the year for the plumbing industry, rightfully so. Well, you're probably wondering what B-Raw bites are. If you've been following me, you know my formats, but if you haven't, every other week I give you a full-length 90-minute show where I have some guests on, and we talk about a lot of different things, which I enjoy. I know you get a lot of entertainment value out of that and find out some things that you don't know. And then on the opposite weeks, I do these little 10, 15-minute rants where it's just me and what's on my heart and on my mind. And what I'm going to be talking about today is very dear to my heart, and we'll get into that here in just a few minutes. It's Christmas time. I don't know how all you celebrate this time of year. I say Merry Christmas, so there you go. If you say something different, good for you. I honor and appreciate everybody and what you do and what makes you happy. Just don't impede that on anybody else. Take away that from anybody else. But that's a whole other thing. But so let's get into it. Thanks for jumping in. Like I said, I'm a little rusty because it's been quite a while since I've done this. And a couple things before we get started. Would love for you to check out my website, brawpodcast.com. It's got everything you need to know about the show. I'm always dicking around with it. And then Live Rishi. These guys been a supporter of the show for a long time, well, since the beginning. And I've been using them even longer. So I, during the time of the remodel, the Rishi rub came in handy. Got some sore joints and muscles. Rub a little bit of that on there and you're good to go. But check those guys out, liverishi.com. Use code TABLE50, get 50% off. Now, let's get to what I want to talk about. Many years ago, over 20 years ago, my uncle passed away, and he's my namesake. We share the same birthday, and it was really fun. We have the same initials, the same birthday. Of course, he's a lot older than I am, and I would get AARP mail and get all these offers for like electric wheelchairs and stuff. So we had a lot of great comments and fun with that. And also, he's one of the last guys. There's only one other person that calls me this, but he never called me by my name. His nickname for me was Brubby, and where that comes from, my older brother, when we were young, could not pronounce the name brother, and he used Brubby. And that stuck, and it just warms my heart when I think about my uncle and, close family calling me that. But he passed away, and at the time he passed away, I was an avid reader of Men's Health magazine. And in Men's Health magazine, if you ever read it back in the day, I don't know what it is nowadays, but back in the day, the format was cool, and I learned a lot from it. just like I read everything, read all the articles for Playboy, just like you all did. I understand that. So, but no, I did learn a lot from Men's Health, and they had this little blurb. So my uncle passes away, and I'm just flipping through it like I normally do. And here's this little blurb down in the bottom corner, and it can't be four sentences long. And it's talking about bringing awareness to men's mental health and prostate and testicular cancer. And by not shaving, you would do that. And I thought that was a pretty cool idea. And I've been doing it ever since. Every November 1st, put the razor down. And if you're watching me on YouTube and live, you can see I'm pretty shaggy at this point, normally a lot more than I am. And it's been working because some, half a dozen people over the month have said, "Hey man, dude, what's up with your lips? You shave or what?" And I bring it up, said, "Hey man, listen, the reason I don't shave is for you to ask me and to bring awareness to men's mental health and prostate cancer and testicular cancer." Last week or earlier this week, I got my physical, which I do every November. Doc said prostate is in good shape and signed me up for what do you call it there? Camera in the butt. All my markers in my blood, there's no indication that there's any problem, but he wants to get a baseline, which I'm a big fan of, so we know if anything does arise. So passed my physical with flying colors, which makes me happy. And fellas, go get checked out. It doesn't take much. Most insurance companies cover it. Get some blood drawn. Make sure you're not, there's no markers in there for prostate or testicular cancer. Get a colonoscopy. It's not that bad. And I got a really close friend of mine that did that a couple years ago. Markers showed up. Doctor called him, said, "You need to come in here right now. These markers show that you have prostate cancer." Boom, got it taken care of, and he's still around, which I'm a very happy man for. I love the dude to death. So check that out. And as far as mental health goes, us men, man, we stamp that shit down. I did for many, many years. Stamp it down. Don't talk about it. I'm a man. I shouldn't have to talk about it. Yada, yada, yada. All the bullshit that goes along with that. Talk about it, man. So talk to about anybody. My door is always open. And I like to keep these things pretty short and to the point. And my point today is, fellas, fucking get checked out. It's not that bad. Don't be a bitch about it. Go to the doctors, get it checked out, call up a buddy, check in on them. That's it. There's your homework for the week. And I'll check in on you. You got any questions? Holler at me. You can get me at my website or Instagram at BRawPodcast.com, the website, or at BRawPodcast on Instagram. I answer all my DMs there. And I'm going to get you out here because I know you got shit to do. All right? Coming from you from where in 1869 they started what is called cheerleading out of Princeton, New Jersey. Holla. Hey, man, remember, don't act cool. Be cool. Till next time.